Oh, baby, he's an island goat. Yeah, he's a...
Space
whoa.
Goat.
Damn, Space Goat, coast to coast.
Out there.
You guys watch that show growing up? Space Goat, coast to coast, hosted by...
That was an
Yeah,
actual
hell
show?
yeah.
No.
Yeah,
What
Space
the
Goes
hell?
Coast to Coast.
No, it was
It's
Space
just Space
Ghost,
Ghost.
not a Space Goat.
It was his talk show, and he would bring in different
Do you know-
characters from different shows.
Are you familiar with?
shit.
Are you familiar with Space Ghost?
I didn't know this. Yeah, Space Ghost, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was Space
The
Ghost. talk
white
show.
guy, right?
The
What?
Like, he's dressed in all white.
Yeah.
Like a black-
His
black-
his costume's
on the
white.
helmet and white,
Yeah.
I
That,
remember this dude.
yeah, so he had like a basically it was like a late night talk show, but for other like him interviewing other cartoons.
Oh, I remember this now.
Yeah, Space Ghost
Yeah,
coast to
the
coast.
meatball dude should be on the show a lot, right?
No, that's
They
not.
were on it like a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
the one
mostly it was
I saw,
like-
he was on it.
Yeah, mostly it was just like random characters and people too. They would have
Well,
like actual
well-
actors and people.
Well, he also had like
Nice.
his own his own homies. So it was him, this like giant bug
Brack
named Brack,
and
and then Borax, I think was the
Borax.
other guy's name.
Borax was the
That's a dude right
the
there.
mantis guy.
Oh, Borax, yeah, and Brack was the guy with like the weird mask, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Space Ghost, man. Welcome to fucking Toonami Boys. I guess.
Toonami Boys.
Toonami's still on.
Zorak was his name. Zorak.
Zorak.
Oh, there you go.
Zorak.
Yeah.
How could I? How fucking dare I? I'm sorry,
Yeah, you
Zorak.
said Borax. You mixed like Borat with Zorak.
Like motherfucking video game forums, we are back with another episode. This is the PodBoyz Advanced Podcast, a weekly discussion where we go over the latest in gaming and throw in a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about. My name is Oscar. I'm joined as always by my co-hosts and best friends.
Eric, what's up?
What's good? What's
What's up?
good?
Chirac
Shiraka, how's it hanging? How's it
to
hanging?
the left.
A little bit.
To the left.
Always.
Yeah.
Is that always how it goes?
Always.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. You call my shit
yeah.
Beyonce.
Yeah, it's a little kinky, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
But no, I just just been gaming it up a little bit on the Rocket League. I feel like I'm a fan of that game, as absurd as it is. Like everything in that game is pretty absurd, but yeah, just been on that tip lately.
Nice. What you drinking today, my dude?
Oh, bringing it back with the. I got two little mini
A
me's.
little
this time.
out of order, but it's all good.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You excited?
No.
No.
You,
All right.
Yeah, man.
So I got two
don't worry
of
about
them.
it. Go.
two little mini me's
Oh, you got-
of these
ooh,
guys.
A Mind
Mind
Haze
Haze.
double IPA. Okay. I see.
Okay.
Congratulations on being off of the bird juice finally.
Oh yeah, it was a good
Yeah, no more
cleanse.
bird juice.
Good
No
cleanse.
more. I mean, it was good while it lasted. I'll reminisce on the days where I didn't wake up wasted.
Yeah. All right, Erky, what you drinking this week?
I am. Whoa! My camera went wild. I am drinking Nija.
What the fuck is Nija?
That's what this cat says. I got it because of the spirit of
Oh,
like
sick label,
playing
though.
Diablo and stuff. Like, there's a sick like Diablo-esque label, and the
Okay.
beer's called Naja.
It's got like
Nija.
Oh,
like a
Nija.
satanic looking
Nija.
like what is that? Like a ram's head? What? What?
goat's
what?
head?
Yeah,
Ram's
Goat?
head?
Goat?
it's
ram?
I feel like it's a ram
It is
because
a
the
ram, I think.
horns curl.
Curl. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
very Lilith over here. It's from that Black Plague Brewing Company, and on the other side, it's got their Plague Doctor guy.
Oh, okay.
T9.
Nice.
Night just
Yeah.
sounded cool until I saw it spelled for some reason. It's just a regular
Nigel.
white guy's name.
Naija.
But yeah, it is a hazy IPA.
Hell yeah.
Hazy IPA.
Hey, hazies are all there needs to be, dude. I just come boil down the conclusion more and more. Mine's a hazy as well.
Nice.
Double hazy IPA.
Mine's an unfiltered 7 centage IPA, hazy IPA.
Oh, nice. Mine's 9.3.
Damn.
Back on my bullshit. Oh, 8.3.
Oh damn. Got
Yeah.
that percentage going.
Yep. Got
What about you, Brody?
Catch up to
Me? Me? Oh me?
Oh, you?
I don't know. Damn it. My percentage is actually pretty low. I'm pretty ashamed of myself.
Oh, what is it?
Coming in at a whopping 5.0.
That's
That's nothing to be
respectable.
ashamed of.
Brewed and canned at Common Space Brewery in Hawthorne, California. I've got Stress Dissolver.
Oh, I would have picked that one up too.
It's a mango sour beer. You would not have picked it up, though.
Oh, maybe not. No, not anymore.
I would have picked that up for
It's got a
sure.
cool
That sounds
can.
dank.
With a lot of like fresh looking mangoes on it, cut up in little cubes and just fresh
Looks
mangoes.
dank.
It looks fucking amazing. It's probably
That's scary to me.
refreshing as shit.
Probably refreshing as shit for sure.
Yeah,
Wait, the
fucking-
mangoes look scary to you, but this like
Just all of it, the combination of the
death.
description, the way that it catfished me at first, all of it.
Ah.
That's fair.
I have like a fucking sprained ankle, so I'm like all like contorted and weird.
Oh, how did that happen?
Gotta move over here because I hurt myself working out and didn't want to be like a quitter about it, so I like kept working out on it for a full extra week, and then by the end of the week, my ankle was pretty much sprained.
And that's what happens, man. You know, that's
I'm a
like a
fucking
super high
dumbass.
statistic, bro.
Really?
That's why a lot of people don't make it in their fitness journey, because within like 1 to 3 months of starting the shib, they'll get injured, like on a, you know, obviously on a scale of severity, but mostly enough to detour them at least
Yeah.
for a whole like other year until, you know, we get like fucking inspired again and like feel healthy enough.
Dude,
you know,
and that's part of like why I ended up getting hurt is because like it's hard for me to start. It's hard for me to get motivated, and I was like 3 weeks in, dog. Like, I had such good momentum. Like 3 weeks is unheard of for me to be at something like that, like fitness wise. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't want to stop and like lose that. You know what I mean? So now I just ended up fucking myself. It's fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, I've done that multiple times already throughout my life. It's always the same ankle too, so like, you know, it like, at least for me in my experience, it becomes like like one of those repeating nagging injuries. You know,
Yeah.
like always the same. My right ankle always starts getting swollen. You know, starts giving me issues. So yeah, I know your struggles, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Let's
It
drink,
happens, man.
Let's drink to that, boys.
To that one.
Cheers.
Fuck injuries.
Fuck injuries. Cheers. Oh yeah, this is gonna be gone like 2 minutes into the podcast.
Ooh, this smells good.
It's
That's
super
good.
dank. So
This
the
is really
sour.
good.
Let me see.
See, like, as long as the flavors aren't too like overbearing, that's the only thing that scares me with those kinds of descriptions. Is like then you get to it and it's like super flavorful in a bad way.
So this is really good. It's got mango in the sour. The combination with the sour gives it like kind of like a lemony tinge, like a limey tinge. So it's like if you just squeeze the lime on a mango, it's actually pretty.
That sounds delicious.
It's actually pretty fucking good.
Oh
I'm not mad
shit!
at it.
Squirt some chamoy on there, and
Dude.
I'm sold.
Literally. I'm
dang.
like, if my ankle wasn't such a scandal to move and like do shit right now, I'd fucking run and get some tajin at least.
Oh hell yeah, tahini.
Yeah.
That's a
But
go-to.
It's
Never-
What?
Oh, I was like, it's been like 5 to 7 years since I've eaten an actual fruit without it.
Oh damn! Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, who eats fruits without tahini, man?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Why would you? You're a fool.
But yeah.
I like both. Like you could. I like just to raw dog some fruit every now and then.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, that's brave of you, sir.
Dude,
Fuck yeah.
some fruit is like, if the fruit is like good and ripe and at its fucking
I
point.
got.
You know, it doesn't really need anything supplemental.
Nah, I gotta
you know
put
what I
like some tahini or a little bit of salt or something.
At least a dash of salt, yeah. When you run out of.
Then it's too sweet.
mean?
right?
I,
Right,
I
Go?
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like
Sometimes,
peaches might be the
Well,
only
you know
thing
what,
I
though?
don't
It
know
depends
about
on the
that,
fruit.
you know?
sometimes you
Depends
gotta
on the
let it
fruit.
breathe. Sometimes you gotta let it breathe.
It depends on the fruit.
Yeah,
Because it's
like
it's
I'm thinking
like,
of
I'm
those
not-
purple peach things without the actual thing in the middle. I don't even know what the hell they're called.
Plums?
No, they're like different. There's some weird island fruit for sure. But I'm just they in
Oh,
Spanish they
like-
call them ciruelas.
Yeah, it's a fucking plum.
Yeah, that's
Is
a plum,
are
dude.
those plums?
That's
I've
a
eaten
plum.
plums
Yeah,
my
dog.
entire
Yeah,
life.
that's a fucking
I
plum,
thought plums.
dog.
Okay, so whenever we drew plums in elementary school, they look different.
No, yeah, ciruelas are plums, my guy.
Okay, so those are tiny.
Well,
Plums are
there's,
tiny.
there's different varieties.
Oh, okay. I've only ever copped on the tiny ones.
Yeah.
They
There's different
expand my
varieties,
horizons.
different
But those I
sizes.
probably wouldn't put a tahini on for sure.
Yeah, or like strawberries. I don't put tahini on strawberries.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Damn.
actually, now.
A fucking
Really?
like
Yeah.
nice
Like
fresh.
a nice ripe strawberry with fucking tahini lemon.
Or blueberries and raspberries, that I don't put.
Oh, yeah,
like
you're right.
certain berries you don't put
Yeah,
tahini
berries
on.
I don't
know.
eat those in general though.
But God, you
yeah.
know, but fuck you, go, because right now, like, all I'm thinking about is just like a fucking nice, crisp, fresh out the fucking like fridge plum. Like, fuck you, man. That
Ooh.
sounds so fucking
It's
good
It
right
does
now.
sound really,
Yeah.
really
Plums
good.
are underrated.
When
It
the-
is really hot,
It's-
by the way,
like
here in
the plum has a very
our area.
distinct like skin pop. Like when you bite into it,
The membrane.
the membrane pop on
Well,
the plum is
it's
very
like the
particular.
tomatoes, actually. If you ever bitten down. on
Right,
a
kind. You
tomato.
know what? Yeah, it kind of is like that.
I can honestly say I've never fucking gotten down
Oh,
on a
shit.
tomato like that, bro.
You're not
Dude,
missing
you
out on
should-
much.
You should do it sometime. Actually, put some
Nah.
It's not
tahini
bad.
on that shit.
It's not great, but it's not bad either.
Put some tahini on that tomato, bro.
Dude,
Take a chomp.
I don't know about all that.
Rock your world.
All right, well, Goat got a little bit ahead of us in the beginning there, but so you've been playing Rocket League, my dude?
Oh yeah, I've been
Ro-
doing the Rocket League. Just trying to get the game mechanics down as far as like, if you were to like look at my highlight reel right now, it'd be just a bunch of like close ass calls to the ball. You know, it's just where I'm like, like barely passing either
Mm.
underneath it or next to it, or like like the intention is the lead up is all the way there. It's just that final that final execution that I'm missing. But I hate to like pat myself on the back, but I feel like for a newcomer, like my first day yesterday, I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I was texting young Vincent earlier, and he says that you're actually pretty good at it, and like you guys were getting dubs and shit like that. So
No motion sickness.
no motion sickness.
No, not well. Actually, I just avoid it because for a while I was doing the whole thing because it'll just let
Just
you
fly.
drive like Spider-Man on that fucking on the globe. You know that's
Yeah.
like on top of the field. It'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
let you, So I was like, oh shit. So yeah, I just stay away from that. I just stay in the middle, dude. That's my role. I'm just like the striker, like the poacher. I just keep it in the middle, play a little defense, and then like when it's my turn, I just shoot down the middle and like get the little crosses or like the little rebounds off of the top of the goal or the side of the goal.
All right. That's what's up.
Yeah. A little strategy in there. Yeah. Just for the fuck of it.
Nice. You guys got a couple wins.
Yeah, I feel like we got like a few wins and a couple losses. Like we definitely had more wins than losses though, for sure.
Nice.
And then it kicked us out because I kept forgetting to like bail out, and then I would bail out after it set me with a whole new match. So it was like you should have told me like you're fucking around, dude. You're banned for 10 minutes.
Damn.
So I was
Alright.
like, fuck it, go to Fortnite.
That's fucking wild. Yeah, Vince was saying something like that in the chat of well, we played Diablo this week. We actually
saw it,
streamed,
yeah, it was
streamed
just-
last night.
I was in the audience.
Vince was saying in our chat that you guys got like reported because you guys stomped some fool so hard that you guys got like reported and shit like that.
That doesn't happen.
Oh, it does happen.
Oh, okay, it does.
No,
alright.
100% does happen.
No,
Right.
I mean, we got some pretty sick wins. Like we
People
got like 7-2 wins. You know, like six.
People get
6-3.
salty really fast in competitive games like that, and they will report you for like if you stomp on them too hard. They're like, oh, they're cheating, and they'll just straight up report you.
No. I mean, like I said, like I think the biggest blowout we had was like 7-2 or some shit like that.
Still pretty brutal.
Yeah, something. So it wasn't like too bad, but I feel like a lot of the people that we were playing were like the ones that beat us should have beat us by a lot more because you could tell just by like some of the fuckery that they were doing. Like they've obviously put some time into this, and we were still keeping it to like 1 point matches, 2 point matches with these fools. And then like the people that we were beating, to be honest with you, were kind of like me, like two of me. So it's cool though. It's
Bro,
cool.
that game is fucking hard. There's a video.
It is though.
I think the very first video. So there's a series that we're gonna bring back eventually called Vince Makes Oscar Play, where Vince makes me play all these games that I don't fuck with or I'm really bad at. And the very first episode is Rocket League, and you can just see how fucking horrible I am at that shit, bro. Like I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah, the timing is weird.
I can't get a hold of like hang of the controls. Like I always miss the ball. Like I never like. Yeah, like you said, the timing is fucking.
That's me, dude.
Horrible.
I jump, and then it still goes over me. It's like,
yeah,
how does that work?
It's fucking brutal, dude. It's a tough game to get into, honestly.
Yeah, it is, but it's challenging in that way, so it makes me want to like at least give it a whirl, see if I can crack it.
Nice. Twerk, what you been playing this week?
I actually had a lot of time to play games this weekend, like more than usual. So I actually finished Tokyo. What's that game?
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Ghostwire Tokyo. Yeah, I was.
Finished?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
No, I didn't finish all the side quests, but I finished the main story. I still got to go back and do side quests, but yeah, I finished the game. Credit scene and everything. It was good.
Dang, would you rate the whole game now that you've gone through it?
What would I rate it?
Yeah.
I would give it a solid, like 8.
Oh hell yeah, that's a good score.
Yeah.
That shit was way too scary for me.
Usually games are pretty scary for me, but this one, like, I'm usually a chicken when it comes to spooky games, and this one was like just spooky enough. Like just spooky enough where I could like still play it and not have like a heart attack. Plus, I think also like the fact that I could just say nope, fuck this, and then I could immediately start like shooting shit at that stuff gave me some sense of like security that I could just like fuck these like demons up real quick, So overall, like I had a blast playing the game. It was the story is pretty unique and very interesting, and they have a lot of like they incorporated a lot of the yokai from like actual Japanese like folklore in there, like things like that. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Good game.
And then I did that, and so I started Returnal.
Oh,
finally, after.
So Returnal is it's a third-person shooter. So
yes.
so it looks the same point of view as Fortnite, but you land on this alien. You're a lady, and you land on this alien island, and every time you land on it, it spawns in a different sequence. It's randomly generated, so everything is like in different order and stuff like that. And when you die, you get sent back to the beginning. You have to go through it again, all in different order, basically. Until you make one sick run and do the whole thing in one go, basically.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I played it so much to the point it was the first. I've heard like the first 3 levels aren't that hard. Well, the first 3 areas, and you do have to get through those like all in one fell swoop. But what's cool about the game, it's a roguelite, so it does give you checkpoints at certain spots. So even though you start at the beginning, you can still like go like take a shortcut and then cut through certain areas to get to the like further levels down like much faster. So it's in that sense it makes it kind of easier than just to like start from square one every time. And there are certain items that you do keep throughout your runs, but honestly it's a lot of fun, dude. Like I didn't think I was gonna have this much fun with it, but it's a lot of fun. You know what it is, Oscar? It's near with guns.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like the same kind of because it's also kind of like a bullet hell kind of in a way. So what that is it's just like it just picture a bunch of projectiles coming at you slowly at all times.
Like from all directions.
From all directions and different patterns, and the point is to kind of dodge those things.
Like you have to weave in between them while you're shooting, and but it's like
clean up
constant.
yourself.
Like, have you ever played those old arcade games where it's like you're in a like plane,
like a little ship?
Oh yeah,
little shooting plane,
like
and you're
the
dodging all the bullets.
thing. Yeah,
and you're dodging all the bullets and going forward and back and doing that.
It's like the evolution of
that's a bullet hell.
Yeah.
This is like the 3D version of that, and you're a person and not like a flying object. Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it, Oscar. Just like pick it up and fuck around with for like a little bit. It's free on your pass while you have it. So.
Oh, on PlayStation, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. So I'm about halfway through the game.
Oh hell yeah!
So.
Nice.
That's what I've been up to.
All right. As for myself, I've literally just I talk about a lot about how games get to the point for me where they just like consume me, and I'm just like, this is all I want to do right now. And, like,
has Zelda done this?
And Diablo, both of them.
Oh yeah, Diablo is amazing.
Both of them at the exact same fucking time. So like, my time is evenly split between those. Like, when I can't like be at home and hit you up and play with the homie and do some Diablo, I'm playing Zelda like on my Switch, like handheld. When I am home and like I hit you up and you're down, we play through some Diablo. We streamed it last night for it was like over 3 hours or something like that.
Was it? It didn't really feel that long.
Dude, it was over 3 hours that we streamed that shit.
That's when you know games are good, when you sit there and you're like just like time suck, and like next thing you know you blink or you're like you look up and it's dark, or like wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, and you're just
totally got all your time suck.
Just chilling, you know what I mean? You don't even
But you're
realize
chilling, you're having fun,
and
you're
then,
playing games.
Oh shit, it's been fucking 3 hours. So we streamed it last night. It's a great fucking game. I kind of already gushed about it last week, how it's like the true sequel to Diablo 2 we've always fucking wanted. Like, it feels so good to play.
Feels right.
Yeah.
So good.
Right.
Yeah,
they did this one right.
And like, we're taking our time with it, you know what I mean? We've started a few characters. We keep like doing the same like beginning Act 1 side quests and missions over and over again. Like, and I'm not even mad at it, you know what I mean? We haven't like finished the story or anything, but I'm having such a good time just playing the game, you know what I mean?
It's such a big game too, comparatively to like the other games.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we got through Diablo 3. Well, Diablo 3 was a different story because we had some random fool that we just knew like popped up, was like, hey, what's up? He like giga chat his way like into our game, was like, what's up guys, hop in my portal, you're in the end game now.
He just fucking like rushed us through everything. It was whack.
Yeah. So
not that game was any good anyway, but
yeah.
But yeah, it's been a fantastic time. Like, I hate, you know, we like I am going back on like what we said about how we weren't gonna cover, you know, Activision Blizzard stuff and not gonna cover Diablo. But like, you know, hopefully that Microsoft deal goes through. So it makes me feel a little better about it. But at the same time, you know, like, while it is like a few bad people accused of like all this like mistreatment of employees and shit like that, the actual employees who are being mistreated are the ones putting all this time and effort into these games as well. So it's kind of fucked up to like, you know, take away from their shine too. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So whatever. I'm gonna talk about it. It's like a fucking really good game, and we've been playing a lot of it. Gonna keep probably streaming it here and there. So Diablo 4, really fucking good.
Hell yeah.
So my character that I created the other day is pretty much what you want to be in our D&D campaign.
Oh, dude, yeah, the rogue.
Oh, what?
Erky created a rogue last night, and it's pretty much everything you want to be.
There's a skill.
Yeah, iced out from head to toe.
He's got this shit called Shadow Step, which I think you can learn in D&D like way later on. It's
Shadow Step?
Yeah, it's what you want to do, where even if you're directly in front of him, you just kind of teleport directly behind them, so you can sneak attack them whenever the fuck you want.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so
It's
the,
like Shadow of Mordor. Kinda.
yeah, so the rogue just like teleports behind an enemy. What you do is you stab. Well, at least my character used. I teleport behind him, stab him a few times,
Oh,
dash
hell yeah.
away, and then my blades come right back to me.
Oh what? So you can leave them stuck onto them and then just jam it. And then
Yep,
just...
yep, yep.
And it hurt.
Alright, that's a cool trick.
And if someone gets in the way of the blades on their way back to him, they also get hurt.
Oh, sick!
Yeah. So literally
I like that.
literally everything you want dildo bong hits to end up being.
Fuck yeah! Well, like you got to send me a picture of this guy, so that I can try to make my picture for dildo look kind of like him, or just use him.
It's a female rogue, but you can just. But okay, what I can do though is
we can totally work it into the storyline. Don't worry.
There's a full-on character creator, so what I can do is pull up the male rogue preset.
Oh, there you
We
go.
can make
and
and then just send me a
dildo
picture
bong
of it.
hits.
make
and I'll
you a
use that.
dildo bong hits, a custom-made dildo.
Fuck yeah! A double ender.
There is 2 points in the swords.
A double header.
But yeah, quick plug. Check out our fucking new D&D podcast. Episode 2 out this week, so we're 2 episodes into that thing. Been a great fucking time recording that with you boys. So thank you guys so much for pulling up to do that with me. You know what I mean?
I listened to today's episode. It actually was making me laugh.
Yeah, right. Like
I was like, I was there for this. Why am I laughing?
Good shit. Yeah. You in particular
You're a riot goat.
are pretty good.
You're a riot.
Yeah.
It's dildo, dude. It's not me.
Yeah, dildo
Dildo's
is,
a riot.
is something else. Dildo's a riot.
All the hairs on his foot stand straight up.
That's fucking amazing. But Zoom call's running a little short here. This is why we gotta fucking upgrade this shit. But let's get into some of these topics here really quick. While we're on Diablo, there was a developer stream today that I thought was going to be a lot cooler than it was. They basically just announced the first thing in the season pass called Season of the Malignant, which has some extra quests dealing with malignant monsters, which are like a new form of monsters that get infected by Lilith's corruption. So it's gonna be some new quests, some new items, some new mounts, all that type of shit. There's a battle pass coming soon too.
Nice.
But I had heard rumors that they were gonna announce a whole new class and shit, and they didn't. So I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, well, they did announce a whole new class, I think, but for
Diablo Immortal,
Diablo Immortal,
the Blood Knight. It looked pretty cool. I'm kind of upset. Well,
yeah, that would have been pretty.
Fucking Blood Knight.
Yeah, that would have been pretty sick. I think they're gonna take their time to put out the characters. I think they're gonna put them out eventually, but they'll probably make us pay for it.
Oh, you'll definitely.
I'm
pay
sure
for
of it.
In blood.
But this looks kind of it's. I don't know. How do you feel about this seasonal thing, Oscar? Because I guess they're introducing seasonal characters, so you have one character for the season. It has to be in the seasonal realm. It's kind of like a ladder character, but it's specifically tied to this season.
And once the season ends, they go away?
The character will be transferred to the Eternal Realm. So it doesn't go away, but it gets pulled out from there.
Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that.
And you have to have completed the campaign.
I feel like you lose all that work for what then,
No, you keep your stuff.
Oh, okay.
You keep the character, but it just transferred to a different realm. Does that make sense?
No.
So you basically
This is gnarly, dude.
So you have a character, you play the season, right? And as soon as the season ends, that character gets put into the Eternal Realm, and then you can keep playing on that character, but you can't use that character again for another season.
Oh, okay. But you keep all the stuff you gain from it.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad.
I think that's how. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
I think that's cool, because like, it just keeps like it just adds replayability. I feel, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And especially for us who like really like the game and don't mind doing the shit like a bunch of times because we know that's what it is. You know what I mean?
But with a
Yeah, it
different
says right
character,
here,
like
you
different
can-
attributes.
Yeah,
it
different
says-
build every time, different class, different like.
Yeah, it says right here you can take
skills.
this character to Sanctuary whenever you please, but season-specific features such as Malignant Hearts will no longer be accessible. So any like power-ups you get for the season,
Mm-hmm.
they'll just disappear. But you'll keep your gear, you'll keep the character, so you can go back and play more of the story or just like fuck around in that character. But you have to. It looks like you have to make a new one every time.
That doesn't. I mean, that doesn't. Like I said, it doesn't sound horrible because like
I think that's pretty cool.
it gives you like a reason to like try out like all the different classes. You know, try out new stuff and experience the game a different way a bunch of times. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. Yeah.
gives you more bang for your. If you're like really a Diablo fan and you really like fucking with it and playing with it, and just playing and Diablo's your shit, like
Mm-hmm.
it just gives you more reason to more things to do. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
think
for
it's cool.
sure.
Because you don't have. I mean, I guess you have to. Do you have to pay extra for that? I guess you kind of do, right?
You do. Yeah, you have to have the season pass.
Yeah, whatever.
Not
sounds,
bad though.
Sounds kind of cool.
I mean, if you're paying for it and you're gonna sit there and play like the seasons over and over again, like, or if you like the theme of the season, you can just play the one season and then just, you know what I mean, get all the season stuff that you want, and then just keep your character and just play that character casually.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, and next up here, we've got so, like I teased in the intro, I don't know what fucking year the Pokemon company thinks it is, but they launched the official Pokemon community message board. So it's just like a forum, like back in the day, where you can
Wow.
just make an account and just like make posts online. And
That's awesome.
it's going about as well as you can imagine. Some highlights include: which girl from the Pokemon franchise would you tickle torment? Which Pokemon is the hottest?
Okay.
I am immeasurably attracted to Gardevoir. Does anyone think the Charizard as my profile picture looks homeless? Who
That's
in the
funny.
world thought this was a good idea? And like, you know, you can just imagine it's a lot of horniness going on. A lot of people
Yeah.
a lot of people like trying to like fuck Pokemon on there.
Oh,
Like,
so I didn't know there was Pokemon bestiality going on. What the hell?
oh, dude,
Oh,
it's the
dude,
internet, dog.
it's yeah. Come on,
Yeah,
man. That shit's rampant.
I mean,
Rampant.
I guess that was naive of me.
Dude,
I should've
any single time
known
there's a new
better.
Pokemon or human Pokemon character,
I want to.
there's like a literal mad race on the internet as to which artist can drop porn of them first, basically. Like which internet artist. Yeah, Rule 34 I think is if it exists in the world, there's porn of it somewhere on the internet that someone's drawn. So
True.
Yep.
and Pokemon is a very big thing that people love to get down on, unfortunately. So you can imagine this forum was just basically fell into like degeneracy and chaos very, very fast. And they started having to like ban people and take posts down real fucking quick.
So I just went to the forum just to see if it was still active. And there's a big disclaimer. Attention. Discussions and comments are active again and will appear after a temporary pre-approval process. Groups will remain temporarily disabled. Please take a moment to review the rules and guidelines.
That was fast.
It's like Twitter,
So,
but worse.
Yeah, but specifically for like really, really, really horny Pokemon nerds.
I mean,
that's hilarious.
can you really be a Pokemon fan without being a little?
No. The answer, like, as a Pokemon fan, no. So yeah, the Pokemon forums are going about as well as anyone would imagine. You know what I mean?
I mean, it sounds like they're thriving.
You're gonna make an account, go and start posting about your
Now I am.
about your Pokemon crush.
Oh hell yeah!
Do you have one in mind? Do you even know any Pokemon Go? I don't think you've ever been.
I can't think of a Pokemon I would want to screw right now, but I'm pretty sure there's one. How many are there now?
Almost 1,000.
Yeah, just math wise, there has to be. I can't knock it, dude.
There has to be one, right?
I'm sure.
This law of large numbers.
Especially because like, you know, they're like super abstract and weird now. I feel like at first they were at least based off of an actual animal that you would find somewhere.
I feel like you'd smash low punny.
Yeah, that's what I was
Just based off the
thinking.
name, I probably would. Give me a little tingle right now. Low bunny, what the hell? Low bunny.
Low punny.
She is a bunny. Yeah.
Easy.
Here, I'll put a picture for you in the chat.
Yeah, actually, I'll pull a picture up for our viewers here too, just in case.
There, jumped in the
I'm
Zoom
sure
chat for
everyone
you,
knows
Go.
what a low punny looks like of our listeners, but
You guys know me well.
just so it's on the screen there for y'all.
Like, why is she thick? The creators know exactly what they're doing. They know where their bread and butter is at.
100%,
They know where their bread
bro.
and butter is at.
Oh man, a simple Google search returned some horrifying images.
Yeah, I think I somehow must have safe search on because I googled that like live on podcast and it was pretty safe.
Nope,
Oh,
these
I just got low putty.
these are not safe at all. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. This is what we're talking about, Go. This is just googling this fucking
Twerk.
Pokemon.
Twerk. Hit me with it. Twerk. Hit me with it.
What?
Who's
I
your
said it to Puppy.
Who's your
Was
Pokemon
that-
crush, Eric? Hit me with
I
it.
don't know, man.
No, you gotta fucking. Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. That's right.
I'm telling you, this Google search is not safe. Do not
Whoever
Google
drew that
low
one definitely
bunny
has a type.
at any cost.
Whoa.
Do yourself a favor, guys. Don't Google search. low
That
bunny.
got real
Google search any
very
Pokemon.
fast.
What's that?
I'm like, apparently don't Google search any Pokemon.
Any Pokemon.
Right
I
now.
told you this.
Oh shit.
Alrighty, and moving on here, we got so a few weeks back we talked about the Apple Vision Pro and the amounts of that, the price and everything, pretty fucking expensive. And I guess Apple is catching on to that because they've scaled back the amount of units that they're projected to sell when it releases, mostly because apart from the fact that it's very expensive, it looks like production issues have also come up, and it's a lot harder and slower to manufacture these intense-ass headsets than they thought, so they're gonna be producing them slower.
Hmm. That makes sense. I mean, they had trouble making PS5s and Xboxes. You think they're not gonna have trouble making this fucking thing?
Dude, that's wild. And like, the thing is, like, it's smart of like I think it's like a huffy,
This is a beta test.
It's a huffy.
This is a beta
it's
test.
also a Huffy Duffy excuse to say like, you know what? It's expensive, and we know the market isn't actually that big for this. So
Yeah,
instead of
that's true.
saying that, they're just like, oh, production issues.
We're gonna scale
We're gonna
back.
make less of them. Fuck off, dude. Like if you knew this thing was gonna fucking fly off the shelves, and if it was at a more affordable price point, you'd be fucking lying, like
Making them like candy.
literally making them like candy. So I don't know.
What do you think would be like what does it cost them to make one? You get me? Like,
Probably a lot, actually.
yeah, I feel like they're not making that much profit on these yet. I feel like maybe they just threw it out there to see, like, you know, fuck it, you never know if people actually just, you know, go for them at their current price.
Yeah.
But they probably were always planning to, you know, not like they always had that plan B of, you know, if they don't, you know, go for the bait or whatever, then these are the more realistic numbers.
Yeah,
Well, the
maybe-
thing is, too, like, when whenever Apple like releases an item like this, the last time they did something like this was for the iPhone. And it was a technology that people were like, "Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that." And then it was kind of the same deal with the iPhone. And now look at the iPhone. Like everybody's got an iPhone.
Yeah,
Like
I can see the same
granted,
thing
these are
happening, to be honest.
granted these are like different times, but this is like this is spatial computing. This is kind of wild
Yeah.
when you think about it. Like they're the first ones to like
So like,
put something out that's like concrete.
there's people in the comments here saying that like it's worth $1,000 tops and everything like that, and like I need to do a bit more research to confirm that or not, and maybe like the screens and the tech and like the hardware like perspective might be, but like Eric is saying, like the actual like the actual software and like the what they're implementing in the user interface is completely new and really innovative. You know what I mean? So I think that's where the extra price point comes. Is all the research and development it took to get their like software in there, to their user interface integration and everything, to how intense they made it look in the preview. If like even I said I'm fucking down if it's like some fucking literal like shit like we've been seeing in movies like Minority Report since we were
Here's
kids.
exactly.
exactly.
Move screens around.
But here's
like,
the thing too.
in front of your fucking face and shit. Like
Future shit.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing too. Like we got to keep in mind when the iPhone came out, it was just like Apple apps. When that came out, it was just you could do Apple app. You couldn't do YouTube. You can do like third-party applications on that yet. Like you can do anything. So if you're buying
YouTube actually was one of the built-in
was it like one
ones
of
at
the
launch? Yeah.
Okay, so like aside from that, like there wasn't a lot in the Apple store yet because people hadn't gotten their hands onto like creating stuff on it yet.
Development kits or anything.
Exactly. Yeah. So once the prices for these are gonna go down eventually. This is like same as a MacBook. It's just a different type of computer. So
Once
I think
starts mining asteroids.
Yeah. Well, whatever the case is. It's just gonna start being
guy.
like a
I
thing,
have hella beef with that guy right now.
Yeah.
You and Zuckerberg both.
He almost fucking took my online home this weekend. He fucking tried to add
a data scraping.
Yeah, he tried to fucking add a limit to the amount of tweets I can see.
Do you honestly
watch
more than 6,000 tweet or 600 tweets per day?
It's literally the only thing I do on my phone at all times. Since 2000, since 2009. Yes,
I know, but
bro,
you're saying you watch 6,000 tweets a day?
Literally, if I'm awake for fucking 12 hours a day, like within every single one of those hours, I'm on Twitter like a good 40 minutes of at least. I'm constantly on Twitter. I think I do go over a few fucking.
Maybe I'm just underestimating the amount of shit that I scroll through, but I just thought it wasn't that bad of a number. I guess I thought okay, I probably won't really reach that unless I really try hard.
Dude, I was locked out. For example, like my regular Twitter usage, I was literally locked out all weekend. I couldn't access Twitter all weekend.
Oh, so you actually hit your limit?
Yeah, I hit my limit the second they implemented it, and then I was locked out for like 3 days until they took them away. There's no limits anymore right now because it turns out that it wasn't actually. Elon posted that to cover because Elon's a fucking incompetent dumbass who doesn't actually know how to do anything. He just buys things and pays people to make his ideas come to life or whatever, and he's just a fucking speaker box for Twitter at this point. He put that out there to try and cover it. What happened is they pushed an update through on the development side on the back end over the weekend, and the update caused a bug in the Twitter code that caused what happened was it caused every single Twitter user in the world, every account, a glitch where it was causing your homepage to put in a request to refresh 6 times per second.
Oh shit! So you couldn't scroll.
Times the amount of Twitter users in the world. So it's not that we were hitting our limits of tweets being seen. It's that the whole world was DDoSing Twitter from all these requests to refresh all at once from the whole world.
That's
That
crazy.
That makes a lot more sense than.
But he tried to make it be like, oh, go out and touch grass. We're doing this to limit this. Like, fuck you, bro. Like,
well, then they try to get certain people on Twitter to push the whole like, oh, it's actually good for us because like there's like these, like data scraping companies that are like using like these big inputs of, you know, whatever to like somehow like structured narratives or like shit like that. So somehow they were saying
data mining is a thing. Like,
so, yeah, I know
you're not gonna get away from data mining.
But exactly, but somehow they were trying to say that like, oh, somehow Elon's trying to like fight against it or somehow like, you know. So I was just
I
like,
don't know
that's
about
stupid.
that.
no, dude.
So this actually makes a lot.
He makes money
for
off
their
of that.
incompetence. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But anyway, moving on from Apple and Elon and all that. We got a pretty substantial, heavy rumor that the original Red Dead Redemption is getting a remaster and might release imminently as soon as August.
Oh, dude, hell yeah!
I'd actually be super down to play this because I did play the first one. The second one, everyone sucked his fucking dick till Kingdom Come and like tried to like give it like the best game of all fucking time, and I hated that game. Red Dead Redemption
I didn't play the
2
second one.
Sucks. It's bad. It's clunky. But the first one, holy shit, that was a fucking masterpiece, and I will stand by that game forever. And I will play it again in HD.
As long as they have the same Deadeye mechanic, or just like pull out your gun and everything's slow mo, and you just click on everything, and then just that shit was dope.
Yeah. So I'm here for this. I'm down to play fucking.
Did you ever play Red Dead? Go.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I played it for a bit.
Sick.
The OG or the second
on
one?
the PS2.
Oh, sick. The OG.
Oh, the OG.
Yeah.
Then. Okay, yeah. So you
Yeah, I never played the second one.
You done cowboyed around for a bit then?
Yeah, I just walk around skinning a bunch of animals. Hunting, skinning.
Okay, did you ever encounter and skin the chupacabra or Bigfoot?
Mm-mm.
Bro.
I didn't encounter them. I wish.
They're out there. They're out there. So when this drops, maybe get back into it and hunt those fuckers down. Make it a mission.
I never found Bigfoot, but I did find the chupacabra.
There you go. I found too. It's pretty sad. Like I don't want to. You know what? I'm not gonna spoil it because people might play it for the remaster who have never played it, including the ghost. So never mind. Look for Bigfoot is all I'm gonna say. Next up here on the list, we got a rumor that development kits for the next Switch are finally going out and hitting developers, including a Spanish studio is the big leak that got it, and the most prominent Spanish studio that Nintendo works with is called Mercury Steam. They're the ones who developed the latest 2D Metroid, Metroid Dread, as well as the most recent one on the 3DS, Samus Returns. So, pretty good developer. They do all the cool. They've been doing all the dope 2D Metroids that have been knocking it out of the park recently. So, it makes sense it did get a kit soon to get working on stuff. But I mean, it makes sense. We're all expecting the system to be announced either end of this year or early next year, right? The next Switch. So, it would make sense that developers would have the kits in their hands now to start making games,
I don't know. I see it coming 2024.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's coming 2024, they need to have games.
Oh, sorry, 2025.
Oh,
shit. Not this next coming year, but the year after.
Are you serious? I don't think. I highly doubt that they'll make it that far.
I think so. I think they'll keep doing that.
That's crazy.
I think they're gonna wait. How long did we wait for the Switch?
Not long, because the Wii U failed.
Well, yeah, but the Switch is a monumental success.
Yeah, so the Wii U dropped in 2013, and it did so bad that in 4 years, by 2017, the Switch was out. So we didn't have to wait long at all because they cut the Wii U generation short.
Right, but what I'm saying is it was still technically a Wii. It was just Wii U, right? It was like
no,
kind of. It was.
No,
I didn't have a Wii U, so was it like a jump up?
Literally, thank you for addressing the exact problem as to why it sold so bad. So it didn't sell. It sold, I think, total 13 million units lifetime sales, which is
Oh,
horrible.
that sucks.
Mostly because a lot of people were confused and they thought it was just an add-on to the regular Wii. No, the Wii U was the next generational leap up from the Wii U. There was the whole next Nintendo system, and no one cared. No one bought it, and it sold very horribly because people didn't understand that that's what it was.
I see.
Yeah. So
Well,
thank you for literally outlining the whole problem with the Wii U.
well,
So
I mean,
and that's
didn't
what
have one, so
and that's what I'm saying. So between the Wii and the Wii U, there was a decently long, normal generational gap. Between the Wii U and the Switch, there was only 4 years, which is very, very short because the Wii U did so bad. So
but that's what I'm trying to say. That's like talking to my point that because like how long was it before the Wii came out before the GameCube?
not that long, honestly. Let's see. GameCube, I think, came
Yeah, I
out
feel
in
like that
2000.
happened pretty quickly.
GameCube, 2001. Wii release date. 5 years.
5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we at now?
2017, we're at 6. It would be next year would be 7.
Next year would be 7.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, like 100%
I don't know.
it makes sense.
I'm still
So
I'm still thinking it's not gonna come out till
let's see, for example,
till like 2025.
let's see PS4 release date. PS4 release date 2013. PS5 release date was 2020. So there you go. That was about 7 years. But
That's why I'm thinking like that time frame.
But there was a Pro in between.
Yes, but Switch had an OLED in between.
Yeah, but that's not a performance.
But that's
it's not a performance enhancement though. You can it's not the same thing at all.
But Nintendo doesn't play by the other system's rules. Is the thing, and you know this.
That's fair, but at the same time, it's still like the same. Because they don't play by the same rules. You're proving the point. It's all been the same system. Even if they call it something else, even if it's a better screen, it's still the Switch. There hasn't been any tinkering to the internals of it at all. It still has the same performance, still has the same frame rate, still has all of the same shit. It's just the screen just looks better by default because it's a better screen, not because the games are running better.
No, I understand that. All I'm saying is that might be how Nintendo feels. Like that might have been like the people need something new. So here's the OLED. Here's this better screen. You know what I mean? Because honestly, I feel like the Pro versions of the Xbox and the PlayStation, it's kind of the same thing. It's like, hey guys, here's this slightly better performing machine. But it really runs the same thing.
But that's not what they get. What Nintendo
did. I know. But what I'm saying is, like, I think that's the equivalent of Nintendo's version of it. I think the OLED is that their Nintendo's equivalent of that is just like, here's an awesome screen, guys. You know, like, have fun.
I don't buy it.
I'm just saying, throw some salt on it. Like, I mean, it's
usually
gonna be a little bit longer than that.
How early do developers get their test kits? Like when you 1 year out or 6 months out?
Especially now, games are taking a lot longer to develop than ever before. Like games are taking up to like 5 years to develop. So I mean,
yeah. So I could see it being like late 2024 then, or like maybe even 25, but probably like late 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Fall, like right before the holidays would be smart.
Especially because they're like winding down like production of Switch games. Like after like they don't have much announced, for 2020. The only thing they have announced for 2024 is like Princess Peach and stuff like that. So like, they're winding down on the Switch for sure.
I don't know. I'm skeptical. That's why I'm skeptical. Because why fix it if they ain't broke? They're still selling these. Like, You know what I
but
mean? Like they're gonna ride this wave.
if it's backwards compatible, it doesn't really matter because they're gonna keep the software sales and they're just gonna gradually have people migrate over it.
Mm-hmm.
They already have the install base for software. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
It,
I don't know,
at
man.
that point,
I'm
they
skeptical. I'm just
can,
skeptical.
especially like how you're framing it is like they'll just treat it like another fucking revision at that point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, well, this is something new for the people who want something new, and blah 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 blah.
No.
blah.
That's what I'm saying. Is what that's what the OLED was.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what they can. If they're gonna do it like that, they can treat this as that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And have people
People
gradually
always gonna want
migrate
the
over.
newer shit.
No, I think
The only reason why
think the
people don't
next-
get newer shit is because they can't afford it.
I think the
Said
next
it.
step will. No, you're right, 100%. But I think the next step for sure will be a new console. I just don't think it's going to come out by next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
How does a new
Man,
console
yeah,
for
we'll
Nintendo
see.
even look?
Hmm?
If not an iteration of the Switch, like Nintendo has become the Switch, at least in my eyes, as a casual. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't ever see them ever coming back out with like an actual, like a box console.
Just
You
like
know,
a
like
home box. That's all
yeah,
it
like
is.
a home box. Yeah, I don't think they'll ever go back to that.
Might get a Switch Pro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
Might be,
Interesting.
and that's what, and even if that's what it is, it makes even more sense that it drops next year.
That I believe, like a Switch Pro with like 4K capabilities on the.
Then that's a successor, even if that's what they call it. And that's at that point they're just doing the like iPhone thing, you know what I mean? Where it's the same device, just the next like fucking number of it, you know. But
A little
it's
bit
still
bigger because it
technically the
requires
iPhone.
a bigger
it's not
battery.
a whole new box. It's just the next one, you know.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
I
the
guess
design's
so.
there. Like we were talking about this the other time where we were talking about the weight of it and everything. Like unless you want to make it lighter, if you can make it even lighter, I guess that would be the only other thing, right? And then a 4K screen. Or I mean, they already have OLED, so it's not much you can improve on the design part of it, in my eyes.
I agree. So we'll see what happens.
We
But
shall
yeah,
see.
that's pretty much going to do it for us here on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for listening. If you made it this far, thank you so much. You are a true fucking Jetson, and I hope you get your Apple headset and could make it to the future before all of us.
One of those new flying cars.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I heard about that. Maybe we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, I can't help but think that's fake as shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. Like, you'll pull up the article and you'll find out that it was from like 4 years ago, and it's actually fake.
It was an April Fool's article in some fucking no-name online magazine in Spain.
Yeah. Check out all of our new stuff on the channel. We got the D&D podcast going, Enter the Bonjin. Vince dropped a new show that's going to be coming out on Fridays every week called Vince's Game Pass Roulette, where he plays a different Game Pass game and that's spit out by a randomizer every week. We might have some more stuff in the works. We'll see what happens there. I'm streaming on Wednesdays now if possible. If you want to find me on the internet and see what's up, you can find me at Knife Life OSC, Knife Life OSC. If you want to find Eric on the internet,
If you want to find me on the internet, you can find me at Thicc Plays.
if you want to find young Goldingtron on the internet,
You can find me at Omacat L.
Olma Cat L.
Omacat L.
Damn, you never got your OG account back, huh?
Never, but it's okay. I embrace Omacat L now.
Fuck Elon Musk.
Yeah. Stupid ass. I hope Zuckerberg kicks his ass.
Join the Discord. Come say what's up. Submit a question. We'll feature you on the episode. But until next time, my name is Oscar.
I'm Eric.
Well, Shurak.
This has been the PodBoyz Advance. We'll see you guys next time. Later.
Don't eat the apple pie.
Don't do it.
Did you guys hear about the aliens?
What? Well, no.
What? Which aliens? First of all,